All right. Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to say hello. I reached out to Jan because I've been blown away by what you, um, as teachers, have been doing for the community, the students. It's amazing. Nobody was given a lot of notice, and everybody's just stepped up to the plate, and it's just been amazing. Um, so I wanted to see if I could do this much to help you by putting together a little yoga, a little guided meditation. So my goal here is to put a beginner session together for you. I'm going to go through a little class. I'm going to end with a guided meditation. You don't need anything fancy. We're not in a studio, so instead of a block, I have a pillow. Instead of a strap, I have a scarf. I just cleared some space in my living room. If anyone walks by, just kind of think of them as like a real life, something in your head just kind of popping in. Listen to your body first and foremost. And I'm going to get going. If you have any questions, any injuries, anything like that, just listen to your body to start. But I'm doing my best. I hope you can see me. I think I angled everything, but I'll work with you. I will try, okay? So I'm going to start in the prone position. I'm going to lay flat on my back. If laying flat on your back isn't comfortable for you, that's where the pillow comes in. You can place it underneath your back, and you can have your knees bent. But I'm going to lay flat on my back. I'm going to have my arms by my sides, my palms facing up to the sky, and I'm going to close my eyes. And when you lay down, just take a moment to let your body just sink into the floor. And notice how all the parts of your body connect with the earth. Start to let yourself soften. Allow your shoulders to roll down and back. Allow your face to soften. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Gently remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let your arms feel heavy. And I want you to just become aware of your breath. So don't have to change your breath right away. The simple act of just noticing your breath naturally starts to deepen your breath on your own. So just notice that little shift. Allow your chest to soften. Allow your belly to soften, your back, your hips, your legs. Allow your feet, allow your toes to drift off to either side. And if you have a thought come into your mind at this moment, notice it and just let go. Now bring your awareness back to your breath. We spend most of our days breathing in the top 10% of our lungs. So yoga is a wonderful opportunity to really utilize the full capacity of our lungs.
So I want you to take a big breath in through your nose. Pull the breath all the way down to your belly. Feel your belly inflate. Feel your lungs inflate. And then slowly exhale out through your nose. Again, you're going to inhale through your nose. You're going to pull that breath all the way down to your belly. You're going to feel the belly inflate. You might feel it in the back of the ribs, the side of the ribs. Feel the lungs inflate. And then slowly and almost controlled, you're going to exhale out through the nose. So in yoga, you'll hear this breath called your Ujjayi breath, and I'll try and stay away from Sanskrit because actually at this point who really cares, but Ujjayi breath or fire-like breathing. I like to think of the audible breath as if you were walking down the beach and if you picked up a shell and you put the shell to your ear, that's what you're hearing now, that audible breath. So stay with that breath connection for a few moments. In fact, if you'd like, you can even place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest to really find that connection. Again, breathing in through the nose, in out through the nose. Whole time reminding yourself to soften the face, soften the shoulders. We're going to take our knees. We're going to bring them into our chest, one knee at a time. Hold on to the kneecaps. Actually, just switch directions here so you can kind of see. So one knee at a time. And I want you to take the knees and I want you to draw circles on the ceiling in one direction. So as you're drawing circles on the ceiling, your lower back is what you're massaging into the ground right now. So draw those circles on the ceiling and then take the knees, draw them on the opposite. And again, reminding yourself if any thoughts are popping in your mind. Just sending them away like they're a cloud in the sky. All right, so pausing right here in the middle. Hugging the knees into the chest, giving yourself a great big squeeze. We're just going to rock from side to side here. So now you're just giving your whole back a little massage. So just massaging the spine and the muscles on either side of the spine. So we're going to take this into a spinal twist. So I don't really... Whatever side you drop to, it's all good. I'm going to drop my knees to the right side. I'm going to take my arms out like a T, and I'm going to look over my left shoulder. So here, I have a nice spinal twist going. I have a stretch in my chest. I'm going to pull my navel in towards my spine. And I'm going to shift my breath here. So I'm going to breathe in through my nose. And I'm going to open my mouth. And I'm going to start to exhale out of my mouth. So I'm really releasing anything out that no longer serves me. In through my nose, out through my mouth. In through my nose, out through my mouth. If you want to take this twist up your lower back a little bit more, you could take the leg that's on top and wrap it around the bottom leg like you were sitting in a chair, and that'll take that twist right up that lower back. Again, in through the nose here, open the mouth. Exhale, let go of whatever it is that no longer serves you. So from here, I want you to take the navel to the spine, and let's see if we can use all of your core strength to take the knees over towards center, drop them to the opposite side, and take this spinal twist in the opposite direction. So again, you're looking over the opposite side. You have a twist going through the shoulders, navel to spine. Again, if you wanted to take that twist up the lower back, you could take the top leg, cross it over the top like you were sitting in a chair. And here, again, you're switching your breath, so you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. So navel to spine. Take those knees right back to center. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin, and you are going to rock yourself up to a seated position. And from here, you're going to come to Supta Baddha Konasana, or butterfly. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Ooh, let me just scooch back a little bit. The soles of your feet are together. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Pull the flesh away from the sit bones. And you're going to fold forward. As you fold forward, take your elbows and just use your elbows to give the inner thighs a little stretch. So just take one knee, give it a little nudge. Take the other knee, give it a little nudge. And just make your way down. The goal here, believe it or not, is to make your nose touch your toes. If you could do that, I'd love to know. All right, so just making your way down. You're going to feel this through the hips. And again, as we make our way from the ground to standing, your breath is naturally going to shift from that with your lips closed to now open. So you're exhaling any of that stagnant air. You're exhaling anything that no longer serves you. And when I say that, I mean you're exhaling like something that happened last week. You're exhaling, dare I say, anything that happened on the news. Just let it go. So big breath in and just exhale. So relax your shoulders, soften your face. And then from here, take yourself up, and we're going to come into tabletop. So hands and knees. And when you're in hands and knees or tabletop, you want to make sure that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips, and your navel's pulled towards your spine. You're looking directly down at the mat. So another thing, I don't even have a mat. I wanted to point that out. I'm just using my rug because it's no big deal. So we're looking down. So just take a moment here. You want your shoulder blades to really be stationary on top of your rib cage, so roll them down and back. Create some length in the spine. And take a big breath in, drop the belly. Let the tailbone reach. crown of the head reach. Exhale, drop the head, drop the tailbone, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, crown of the head and tailbone reach. Exhale, drop the head, drop the tailbone, round the spine. So you're really pushing the mat away from you here. Really create some space between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. Maybe you shake the head out, the tailbone out. Inhale, drop the belly, front of the head and tailbone reach. Exhale, drop the head, drop the tailbone, round the spine. And then I want you to come back to tabletop. So if you're a beginner, if this is the first yoga class you've ever taken, tabletop can be your modification. You can hang here for a bit. If you've taken yoga before, from your tabletop, you're going to tuck your toes, all 10 of them, so even those baby toes. So right now you're kind of looking back going, how am I going to get my baby toes to tuck under? You can and you will, so just keep tucking them under. You're going to tuck your toes, lift your hips. Oh, my hair just got in my mouth. And you're going to press yourself right into your downward facing dog. So in your downward facing dog, you want to have your tailbone lifted. Your all 10 fingers are pressed into the mat. The goal of the heel is to touch the mat, but there's, we'll get there someday. And your chest is reaching towards your thighs. So, but first when you get there, it feels a wonderful stretch. Basically, downward facing dog can be considered a yoga class all in one. So just kind of find yourself here and just move. Shake your head, shake your hips. Maybe you lift a leg. Maybe you lift another leg up. What you are looking for here is you don't want crease in the arm and the wrist, so you want to be pushing back. You don't want to be in a high plank pose. This shouldn't be challenging. You want to find a comfort here. You want to make friends with this pose. You want to be able to hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, eventually. So from downward facing dog, take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth. Exhale. Make your way back down to tabletop. Bring your big toes together. Take yourself down to child's pose. So in child's pose, your arms are extended and your forehead touches the mat. Make myself go this way for a moment. So this is a nice place to use your modified block, being your pillow here. Put your forehead under your pillow and close your eyes and just check in for a moment. So when you check in with yourself in yoga, just scan your body. Notice how you feel. So notice your head, your neck. Make sure to release any tension. Soften the muscles around the eyes. Soften your jaw. And And I want you from here to think of 2 words. Any 2 words. Any 2 words that ground you, that have meaning to you. That throughout this week, if you're feeling stressed, caught up in the cycle of what's happening outside of your own house, outside of our control, you can come back to these 2 words. So for me, the 2 words that I'm using right now are peace and acceptance. So for the next few moments, I am going to inhale the word peace. And exhale the word acceptance. So whichever 2 words you chose, inhale the first word. Exhale the second word. Inhale the first word. Exhale the second word. Inhale peace. Exhale acceptance. From your child's pose, take your hands, walk them over to the right side of your mat or your space. You're going to find the stretch up the left side of your rib cage. Really anchor down through the left hip. Inhaling the first word. Exhaling the second word. Take your hands, walking them over to the left side. Now finding this stretch in the right side of your body. Anchoring the right hip down. Again, inhaling the first word. Exhaling the second word. From here, taking yourself back to center. And taking yourself up and into a comfortable cross-leg position. With your inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. Look high. And with your exhale, bring them down.
Inhale, reach high. Gaze comes high. And this time you're going to take a spinal twist. So your right hand is going to go to your right hand is going to go to your left knee. You're going to sit up nice and tall and look behind you. So spinal twists are very detoxifying. They can bring energy to the body. So sit up tall with an inhale. With an exhale, twist a little deeper. The hand that's behind you, you can make a fist. That'll help you sit up a little taller. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale, opposite side. Again, inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, take the twist a little deeper. And perhaps you're opening your mouth, releasing something that no longer serves you, whatever that might be. Take ourselves back to center. You're going to extend your legs out in front of you. If you have any lower back problems, you can take that pillow, prop, block, bring it under the legs. If we can't touch our toes, move back a little bit. If we can't touch our toes, it's where you can take your strap or scarf in my case, and you can place it around your feet. Sit up nice and tall, and then you're going to lean forward. So I'm going to take those to the side. Those are your modifications. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. It doesn't matter for even the smallest moment if you can touch your toes. What matters the most is that you take your head, your heart, and you just fall, and you let go. Release any tension in your head, neck, and shoulders. So we are getting ready to end our practice. And with the end of our practice, we come towards our Shavasana, or our corpse pose. And traditionally that's done laying flat on your back. Which you're welcome to find a comfortable spot and lay flat on your back. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to end my practice, and something that I often do throughout the week because I find it to be very restorative. I find it easy, accessible, and something that you can do without having to do the whole yoga practice. So I'm going to show this to you, and I'm going to welcome you to end your practice this way. It's legs up the wall. So when you're ready, you're going to come up to a seated pose. So 2 ways to end your practice today. You can follow me over to the wall. You bring one hip against the wall and you lay on back. Legs all the way up. Arms out to the side. And this is it. It's as fancy as it gets. Eyes are closed. If you have a blanket, you can place it on your hips. It gets that much more restorative. If you want to end in Shavasana, you can lay on your back. I'm going to take us through a guided meditation right now.
So I'm just going to ask that you get as comfortable as you can. I'm going to ask that you close your eyes. So whether you are in legs up the wall, or you are in your traditional Shavasana, I want you to close your eyes, soften your body, I want you to take a few deep breaths. And I want you to imagine that you are at your favorite beach. And it can be anywhere. Take yourself anywhere. And when you arrive at this beach, you are the only one there. And you walk yourself down to the ocean. And you sit down near the ocean edge. And you start to feel the coolness of the sand. And you hear the ocean, you see the waves, and you look up. You see the clouds and the sun, perhaps a few birds. And you lay down and you feel the coolness of the sand, and you feel your body really sink into the sand, and your body softens. And you feel the warmth of the sun above you. And the warmth of the sun really softens the whole front of your body. And the coolness of the sand really allows the whole back of your body to soften in somewhat of a different way than the front of your body. And your breath, you notice, starts to just naturally deepen and follow the tide. You notice that as the tide comes in, you inhale. And as the tide goes out, you exhale. And this doesn't feel natural. This doesn't feel forced. This feels very natural. As the tide comes in, you inhale. And as the tide goes out, you exhale. And you start to feel the ocean, the water, come underneath first your feet, and then your calves, behind your knees and your thighs. And you feel the coldness of the ocean start to surround you. And the next thing you know, you're floating on the ocean. And you feel surrounded by the ocean's water. You feel safe, completely at ease. You feel weightless. You feel the warmth of the sun above you.
the coolness of the ocean around you. And you feel like this moment, this place was created just for you. You feel your breath deepen. You feel the tide bring you back to the beach, and you feel the sand again underneath you. You feel the sun above you. You start to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you start to naturally wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open and close your mouth. And from whatever position you are in, whether it's on your back or legs up the wall, you're going to take yourself over to your right side for a few moments. And giving yourself these few moments, setting an intention for the remainder of your day. And slowly take a moment really pushing yourself up, using your hands first, so whether it's two hands, bringing yourself up to a comfortable cross-leg position. Taking your hands in at your heart center, keeping your eyes closed for a few more moments. And again, scanning your body, just noticing how you feel. And we'll end our practice today with Namaste, which just means the light within me honors and bows the light within each of you. And thank you for taking some time out of your day. And I really think that all of you are doing a wonderful job. So thank you for all of your hard work.